Guys, welcome back to my channel. We are doing basic witchcraft this evening, cleansing, charging, tools and deities. I've got my usual suspects, my herbs. You can use whatever you wish. I'm using salt, cinnamon, and I got these beautiful witches' bells that were gifted to me by a friend. So I'm going to charge and put some different witchy herbs and spices and salt into these little glass potion jars that are on here. And of course my deities. I just trace basic symbols in the bottom, and sometimes they wear away, sometimes not so much. You can see Aphrodite's little mark is still perfectly in place. But I do retrace over these inscriptions to recharge them. And I'm using a green candle here for prosperity and growth. I do need prosperity. Of course, we can all use growth. And our obligatory incense stick, I'm going to cleanse everything first. Start by cleansing the herbs that we're using, all of our stuff that we're going to be using. This beautiful mermaid crystal ball, it's new, and this beautiful bell, chalice, in a clockwise manner. I'm going to be cleansing and charging this little Buddha as well. And basically the Buddhist way of doing it is not exact because I use Eastern philosophy and Buddhist thought in my work. And this is a Chinese so-called mud man. They are these fishermen, no two are alike. They come in very small sizes to quite large. This one is a kind of a medium-sized version. And you're supposed to give these as gifts, as a housewarming, because they bring prosperity and wealth to the home that they are gifted to. And for my feng shui witches, they go into the wealth section of your home. Again, there is no right or wrong way to do this. And if you're watching this, I'm sure you are already familiar with this process, which is why I would really like to talk about philosophy, or my philosophy of witchcraft, I should say. I really try not to take it too seriously. And what I mean by that is, if I died tomorrow or next week or whatever, and all of this was donated to Goodwill, and I didn't release these objects or reverse the spell or whatever may or may not have to happen with this, nothing is going to happen. Doing this is only important to the witch who is using it. I know a lot of witches would disagree with me, but it's only important to me, my tools at the time. Once I've departed this world, or these get lost in a storm or something and somebody finds it, no bad luck is going to come to them. It's just an object. It only means something to the witch, like I said before. I try not to take it so seriously that, everything is a sign from somewhere and, oh my God, this is going to happen if this happens. Because if something bad luck really did befall the person who acquired a magical tool or deity or whatever, probably all the museums of the world would collapse and fall into the ground like the end of Carrie, because what they have is a lot of magical and ritual items, especially from the ancient world. There's my little scroll here. And this little scroll is supposed to stand up inside of the Buddhist statue. It's an important part of this. And all true Buddhas have crystals or gemstones. These all go in. I'm also going to put some incense powder in with this as well. And like I said, this is a basic way of doing a Buddhist statue, of charging a Buddhist statue. There's plenty of videos online that'll show you exactly what to do. This is just a basic idea. Since I am the eclectic witch, you guys down in the comments, tell me how you cleanse and charge your magical tools, or give me some advice. I love this little salt cellar. It's so wonderful to put salt in and to bless it. And this little spoon is a piece of carved shell as well. Maybe a piece of abalone, maybe. It's very pearlescent. To be using my Pinsy's Chinese spice because it just smells so wonderful. It's mostly cinnamon. Also use it in cooking, but I love to use it in magic and ritual. The smell is just incredible. The herbal mixture of that is just beautiful. And again, this is just my way of doing it. I'm also very addicted to Florida water lately. And my magic, I'm going to use some oak leaves to give my intentions strength. Tree magic. Got to break it up and put it in these little potion bottles, so beautiful. And also I'm including some rose petals and some briar thorns. Just basic protection. And again, while you're doing this, always remember your intention as you're charging these items. The end of October is the Witch's New Year, so I like to do this in the month of October. But I think the 31st of October is very special to all witches. And these little mudmen come with a tiny little vessel. I think it's supposed to be a little jar. Pardon. That the fishermen put the fish in. But I use it for my herbs and crystals and things like that. And I've got a little cork that I cut down that I'm going to put in, and I'm going to seal it with some black wax. It's a way to amplify the prosperity and the wealth. And here's a small version. And these are very affordable. And they make a wonderful little gift for housewarming. Let's wait for our candle to burn out. When it is done, the cleansing is done. And we are back. And I sealed the bottom of this little statue with some air dry clay. And this is the brand that I use. All right, guys. Thank you for listening. See you next time. Happy witching.